What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another gaming session. And I had made a video that I was kind of currently working on editing. One of the biggest issues that I had with the Game Awards, and that was the fact that the people that actually won the awards got very little time, or they essentially were brushed over, or you had 5 or 6 awards being announced in like quick succession, and never giving any spotlight or time to the people that actually won it.
I just wanted to say, I know I don't have much time.
And essentially, one of the bigger issues with that is, why are we voting if these awards are not actually going to be handed out, and then essentially we are going to be able to hear from the very people that we did vote for, that we're happy for, and their chance to essentially be a celebrity for a brief moment, and the hard work and dedication and the effort that they put into making all of us gamers entertained.
And the Game Award goes to Lord of the Rings Gollum.
But as soon as I was about to start editing that video, I heard that the developers were in fact upset about the Game Awards and how quickly they were brushed over. So I'm going to go into an article on IGN. I haven't read this yet, and it's very possible they could just kind of echo a lot of the same sentiments that I said was one of the bigger issues when it came to the Game Awards. Alright, so this is, the article is titled, "The Game Awards Criticized for Giving Winners Little Time to Speak Amid Silence on Industry Layoffs. Little respect for the devs is supposedly honoring."
Okay, stop it! You! Okay?
And then here's some of the comments from game developers. This is from Josh Sawyer, who says, this year's the Game Awards is an embarrassing indictment of a segment of the industry desperate for validation via star power with little respect for the devs it's supposedly honoring. 100%. Listen, I love Timothy Chalamet, and he did start off on YouTube modding Xbox controllers.
What's good, YouTube? It's the first paint modded controller right here. It's Christmas themed.
So he's one of us, right? Like, so that's perfectly fine. But we do see this quite a bit, that you see celebrities take precedent over the actual people who make the freaking games, which that essentially that would be like, and I know it's the Oscars, so they're all celebrities, but that would essentially be like, you know, you have some maybe awards that are not like higher tier in terms of people's like caring about them, but like costume design. I'm personally, I always look at like costume design as a big award for something that I care about, because practical effects and costume design are very important to me when it comes to filmmaking. And so I just imagine whoever wins that award all of a sudden getting 2 seconds to sit there and say thank you, and then being brushed off with the Oscar music that plays them off, essentially.
You know, I'm Bass Layton here trying to...
With the Wrap It Up box, you've got that same power right in your pocket.
But that's what it feels like. Jeff Keighley says, by the way, I do agree with that the music was played too fast for award winners this year, and I asked our team to relax that rule as the show went on. While no one was actually cut off, it's something to address going forward. And Jeff Keighley got community noted, folks. So let's see what the community note says. Attendees and other viewers of the TGAs have confirmed that Jeff's claim that no one was actually cut off is factually incorrect. Ooh. Yeah, that's not a good look there, Jeff. Neil Newborn was cut off for the live audience before he could conclude his speech, and the broadcast had the end of his speech played off.
Their hearts and souls for 6 years on this game, in sometimes very difficult circumstances. This was our COVID game. Along the way, we lost quite a few people also, so we want to dedicate this to all people we lost, and especially to Jim, our lead cinematic artist, who passed away in the last month.
I knew this was going to be a problem this year, only because it's been a problem the past few years. It was a problem last year. Security was a bigger problem.
I think I want to nominate this award to my Reformed Orthodox Rabbi Bill Clinton. Thank you, everybody.
But it was a problem last year, and then now you have it. It's even more blatant that this is a huge issue. Let's see. Let's continue down here. Monica Lee, Game Workers, tries to thank fellow game devs or tries to talk about inclusion and representation, meaning so much in games. The Game Awards. LMAO, the prompter, please wrap it up. That's just, this is embarrassing, but mind you, I'm someone who is not a big Jeff Keighley fan. He's been such a big staple in the games industry, especially when it comes to like games journalism and that I've just seen the guy so much that I'm kind of looking for a fresh face at this point. But Jeff Keighley is the one who's in charge of the Game Awards. Me and my brother were doing our Tribe podcast, which you can definitely check out in the links in the description. But the Tribe podcast, my brother Rocky, and our friend Peter Reacts, we're all kind of talking about the Game Awards, and this was something that I had expressed is a big issue, and also the fact that they didn't seem to know Jeff Keighley was in charge. So I don't know if this is kind of like something that not a lot of people know, but yeah, Jeff Keighley's in charge of the Game Awards, folks. This is JC Lau. FYI, if you are wondering why the acceptance speeches at the Game Awards are so short and high level, the nominees were told they only had 30 seconds for an acceptance speech, after which the music would play them off to be respectful to our time allotment and fellow acceptors. And what do we got here? Acceptance speech. Oh, okay, so these are basically the rules. God dang. I'm trying to see, should you win the award, you will go from your seat in the audience up the front steps of the stage to accept the award. You'll have 30 seconds allotted to your acceptance speech. You will see a large countdown clock in the audience.
Sometimes very difficult circumstances.
Section 2 on a teleprompter help guide you for timing. We don't want to cut off anyone, or we don't want to cut anyone off, and appreciate you being respectful of our time allocation and your fellow acceptors. It's just, it's annoying. It's annoying because it's like, if you're going to have the Game Awards, the whole purpose of it is to award the people who make the games for us. It's not to sit there and play the newest, latest song from Lizzo or whoever you want to sit there and have up on there. Although the concerts, the performances weren't that bad, and they were game related, especially the Alan Wake one.
And all your stories of crime and chilling thrillers of hard-boiled killers became bestsellers.
I like that song in Alan Wake 2. I like the whole entire experience, the moments in the game. But anyway. So another one, Mike Drucker. If you make games, you get 30 seconds to talk at the Game Awards. If you make movies, you get 5 minutes to talk at the Game Awards. Yeah, it is a celebrity thing, It's a damn shame, because I feel like the Game Awards, if you want to make it respectable, because I at this point, I'm just, the Game Awards are annoying, because they aren't actually Game Awards. There used to be like a Spike like award show or something like that, mixed with E3, and then maybe a little Comic-Con. But it's all about the celebrity status. It's all about how can we get clicks, how can we get views, how can we essentially not talk about the actual game developers or allow them to have time to shine. Let's see, we got Nick Calandra. Sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. Last thought on TGAs is that between the Muppets, Kojima, Gonzo is at the Game Awards.
Gonzo!
Oh, thank you. Hey, Jeff. It's great to be here. Hello, everybody.
Kojima is one of the greatest of all time game developers. He wasn't talking about a movie, he was talking about a game. I'm fine with that, but it should be on the pre-show, by the way. Hollywood actors screaming shut up or talking about their broken foot taking up a lot of time, and people like Sam Luke and Sween Vinky getting shooed off stage as they give emotional thanks. Well, priorities. Yeah, This is just, and there's a lot of them like this. Oh, here, Jeff Keighley's actually, all right, the Game Awards is trending worldwide #1 on YouTube. Thank you for watching and for all your feedback. I'm looking forward to reading it all this weekend. What is your favorite moment of the show? Thanks to our incredible team and so many people in the industry. And then somebody replied, less non-games folks wasting time, more games folks talking on the mics. Don't you dare rush people off stage giving heartfelt talks about the game industry. Fix your co-streams drops. Worst year yet for the Game Awards. I think the problem with Jeff Keighley is he wants to be a celebrity, and as close as he possibly can get to the top tier celebrities is where he's the happiest. And I never thought the Game Awards was actually about the Game Awards. For me, the Game Awards is just about trailer. It's basically E3. E3 with like an Oscar vibe to it. My thoughts on the Game Awards: as a reveal event, it excelled, excited for the future of games. As an award show, with disappointment. Major categories like the best indie or best RPG were afterthoughts, and the winners who did make it on stage were rushed in their acceptance speeches. I love this event, but it brings us together as an industry. But this year stands out for its lack of celebrating the people who make the games we love or acknowledging the people affected by the mass layoffs. And yeah, that's another thing too, is there's been a lot of layoffs in the games industry, and this was maybe their moment or their night to kind of forget about that for just a brief second, you know, and not think about how maybe their life was turned upside down when they basically were laid off. I'm with the game developers. I mean, they're the ones that make the games that I love. They're the ones that make the games that allow me to escape from my reality. They're the ones that essentially give me even like better and more ensured creative vision when it comes to things that I like to do, when it comes to short films or when it comes to just writing in general. The fact that these big studios are laying off people before the holidays or around the holiday, Christmas time, or whatever holidays you celebrate. Yeah, it's really messed up. It's really messed up, and it should have been a time for also developers to kind of make their statements on where the industry lies and like making changes for the better. So, but those are just my thoughts on it. Definitely want to hear from you. What are you thinking about the whole Game Awards? Do you think that needs to be changed? How would you change it? Let us know in the comments down below. Also, down below, you'll find a description of me and my brother Rocky's. All those socials are located. And thank you so much for chilling with me. And we'll see you all in the next gaming session.
I spaced out of my head to the depths of the universe. It's a spell or a chance just to open up a newer curse. If I swim too far, then my head goes under. If we take it as it is, then there ain't no wonder. It's hard to imagine that